All right, so what to become of Donald Trump? Talking to Eric Trump, his son, yesterday, the one thing I quickly learned is his dad has no intention of dropping out of the race, even if that were to mean he were to lose Iowa and New Hampshire. His son convinced he would stick it out, but he doesn't see any chance of that happening. Scott Brown, former Massachusetts senator, what do you make of that and this growing talk that Donald Trump has the pressure on him to win at least one of these, and if he doesn't, he's in trouble? What do you think of that?
Well, first of all, Eric, when he was speaking, is obviously very proud of his dad, and it's
Absolutely.
up to Donald Trump whether he, yeah, of course. So and it's up to Donald Trump to determine whether he's going to continue on if he wins or loses, because really nobody tells Donald what he's going to do. I would say right now he's obviously the front runner in New Hampshire. That's no surprise. But Christie and probably Rubio are the top three. I believe if it was held tomorrow, Donald would be the winner, but it's not. And
in
Iowa, obviously, Ted Cruz.
I know you campaign for senator there. You have a home there. I mean,
Sure.
the feeling seems to be with this crowded a race and the way delegates are apportioned in later bouts and for the SEC primary, the big Southern primary on the 1st of March, that it isn't as important. You could actually lose one or even both. What do you think?
Of course you can, and he has the money, obviously, to go forever. He can go to the very last day if he wants, unlike a lot of the other candidates, which are really putting all their eggs in this New Hampshire-Iowa basket. That being said, he could go on, and I believe that Southern swing is very, very important. But it's all about saving face. It's all about starting, the race, which he's been leading the whole time. If he wasn't leading, and then he actually, ultimately won, that's one thing. But he has been leading, and to lose it, it's kind of like a slap in the face. So we'll see what happens. People I know, a tremendous amount of people around the state are still undecided. And that being said, they do, as we've referenced many times before, make that decision 4, 5, 6, 7 days out. So we'll see what happens.
As someone who's liked in the establishment wing of the party and the rebel wing of the party, if you pardon my terms there, what do you think of all this dust-up that establishment guys, for lack of a better word, Scott, are saying? We got to stop this guy Trump. We even got to stop this guy Cruz. They're both guarantees to defeat. Don't you think that actually fuels said candidate's ascendance?
Of course it does, and it fires up their particular base. But once again, we're Republicans. We're all Republicans. Ultimately, listen, if it's Donald Trump or Ted Cruz, I'm 100% in their camp.
Does it bother you that some of your colleagues don't say that? Not all of them.
Well, well, that's their problem, and that's unfortunately they'll be making Hillary Clinton the president, because I believe Ted or Donald or even Lindsey Graham would have made a better president than Hillary Clinton. And Neil, that being said, here's the problem. I believe Donald Trump is an establishment candidate because he's been working the political process more than anybody in my lifetime that I actually know, by not only supporting both sides of the aisle, supporting various candidates to get his various projects approved. So he's pretty much establishment. And Ted Cruz, he's establishment as well. He's a United States senator. He may be the rebel part of that establishment, but he is. Yeah. We're all part of the same Republican Party that wants to take back the White House. And the key also is to retain the Senate. All you have a Chuck Schumer as the majority leader, which is a nightmare.
All right, so I take it you're not a big fan of Chuck Schumer. Scott Brown, I hope you have a Merry Christmas. It's always good chatting with you.
Hey, Merry Christmas to you. Yeah, and to all your viewers as well, Neil. Thank you
very much, my friend.